Bill O'Reilly here, Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. COVID surging during the busiest travel time of the year. The pandemic causing a spike in heavy drinking. America's foreign-born population reaches an all-time high. The average adult can stomach just 4 hours with family this Christmas. Also ahead, can the nation come together a bit over Christmas? But first, the contagion spiking in all 50 states as folks travel for Christmas. The CDC confirming 150,000 cases Monday, up from 70,000 in early November. The latest variant responsible for about 70% of the new infections. President Biden issuing a grim warning to those who refuse to get vaccinated, saying, quote, "We're looking at a winter of severe illness and death." The president will address the nation on COVID later today. Americans consuming more alcohol than any other time in history. 31 states easing rules during the pandemic to save the restaurant industry, including legalization of cocktails to go. In total, the sale of booze jumping 20% compared to 2019. Home delivery up 300% for alcohol. 4 in 10 Americans admit they've consumed at least one adult beverage while working from home. But we do not do that, even though sometimes it may sound like we do. A new study shows 46 million foreigners living in the USA, the highest number on record, 14% of the entire American population now born outside the country, the most since the massive immigration waves of the early 1900s. 67 million people in the USA speak a language other than English. Most popular Spanish, Chinese, Vietnamese, Arabic, and French. Bring on the holiday cheer. Recent survey says 75% of Americans find it hard to spend more than 4 hours with their so-called loved ones on Christmas. The typical adult taps out after 3 hours, 45 minutes, according to this study. Some seek refuge in a quiet room like the basement, while 37% find a reason to leave entirely. A report out of England says 20% of the population there will use COVID as an excuse for not seeing relatives over the holidays. In a moment, can we as a nation ever come together again? Right back with that. Are you looking for your next investment? Bill O'Reilly here. There are 8 reasons to look at the NRIA Real Estate Development Fund. Stable monthly cash flow payouts with double-digit targeted bonus returns. They strategically develop in lower-risk, high-demand neighborhoods. Prime new construction, short on supply, and high on demand right now. Diversification and safety from stock market risk. They have a short and long-term strategy for returns today and down the road. Specifically designed pandemic-hardened buildings. They are 15-year industry leaders with a proven track record. So, if you have been sitting on the sidelines or want to diversify, start your due diligence at nria.net or call 800-800-1414. That's easy. 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. As you know, America is now a very divided country. On one side, the progressive left, which seeks to change the entire structure of the USA. On the other side, traditional conservatives who want to keep the country basically the way it is. Now, a new study from Cornell says the divide has almost reached a tipping point beyond which extreme political polarization becomes irreversible. World War II and 9/11 united this country. Vietnam and now partisan politics has divided it. So the question is, what could possibly bring us together in the future? A poll from Harvard among young voters ages 18 and 29 says that 52% believe democracy in America is either in trouble or failing. 35% of the younger folks anticipate a second civil war during their lifetimes. 25% believe at least one state will secede from the Union, but that's all nonsense. That is against the Constitution. That's what happened during the Civil War, so no state is going to secede. And any kind of massive violence will be quelled. We have a very robust military that would tamp down any kind of violent anarchy. So I'm not worried about those things. What does concern me is the hatred that we are seeing, even in the Christmas season. So many left-wingers, liberals, progressives, despise anyone who voted for Donald Trump. So if you are a Trump voter on a college campus, you can be ostracized. You can be punished. It is absolutely wrong. And remember, 74 million Americans voted for Donald Trump. So the progressive left has got to stop that right now. Then you have far left people who are despised by the right. I disagree with the progressive left. You know that if you listen to this broadcast on a regular basis. I do not believe that socialism, wokeism, and all of the other isms the progressives are pushing on America is good for this country. And I lay out my objection in a fact-based way on history, on current events, and on people. People need to be motivated to succeed, not accept massive government handouts. Anyway, I am getting fed up with the Bernie Sanders cadre, the Ocasio-Cortezes. But I don't hate them. I don't wish them ill, because that's not right. They're Americans. They are entitled to their opinion. So at this Christmas time, I want everybody listening to me to do one simple thing: tamp it down. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. For more honest news analysis, please go to BillO'Reilly.com. In a moment, something you might not know. Folks, everything's getting more expensive. We're in the biggest economic crisis since 2008, with a government that is spending out of control. Consumer prices the highest we've seen in 30 years. Inflation is here. So while paper money could eventually decline in value, you must consider real tangible things that will always maintain their value. How do you protect your money, your retirement, your savings? With American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to hedge your hard-earned savings against inflation by diversifying a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. So please give them a call, and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and you may get up to $1,500 of free silver on your first order. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. 877-444-GOLD, text GOLD to 65532. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. It's officially the most wonderful time of the year, which means it's impossible to turn on the radio without hearing Christmas music. Classic crooners, country rock, religious hymns, nonstop until next week. Turns out the holiday season is a very good time for the music business. The top 5 Christmas records in America have sold more than 100 million copies. First up, Bing Crosby. Remember him? White Christmas. The best-selling single of all time. More than 50 million albums in circulation of White Christmas. Written by composer Irving Berlin for the 1942 movie Holiday Inn, the song was first performed on Christmas Day, 1941. The King of Rock, also the King of Christmas, Elvis Presley's 1957 hit, The Christmas album has sold more than 20 million copies. Next on the list, Kenneth Bruce Gorlick, better known as Kenny G. His album called Miracles also includes a song celebrating Hanukkah. The Christmas Song, or as some folks call it, Chestnuts Roasting, was written by Mel Torme and recorded by Nat King Cole. Despite mentions of Jack Frost and folks dressed up like Eskimos, the 1944 classic was actually written during a sweltering heat wave and could not have been composed today because you can't say Eskimos anymore. That's not politically correct. For something a bit more modern, let's try the song that broke Spotify's streaming record last year. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. 12 million streams in 24 hours. Other notable mentions include albums from Garth Brooks and The Carpenters. And The Carpenters album is really good. And here's something else you might not know. One of the best-selling jazz albums of all time is also a Christmas thing. A Charlie Brown Christmas. The soundtrack for the cartoon show is considered the greatest jazz compilation ever released. The album was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2007 and added to the Library of Congress in 2012. Back after this. My trusted technology research executive, Jeff Brown, has a must-see video out right now called The Great Reset. This reset has been in the works since 2015. Now the circumstances are just right, and it appears to be coming to fruition. So please pay attention, because in Jeff's briefing, he will show us exactly what's going on, the proof, and how we can best prepare. He'll also give us the name of an investment he believes we must own if we hope to have any chance at preserving our hard-earned cash. In fact, if you buy it soon, he's convinced you could be one of the select few Americans who could see their nest egg double just from this one single asset. We may be about to witness the greatest financial shift in the history of America with the Great Reset. So, prepare now. Go to jeffbrowntech.com. That's jeffbrowntech.com. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.